אחותי היקרה, ראש חודש טוב, אחותי היקרה. This week's Parsha, the Torah tells us the episode of Korach. Moshe asked HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you should not accept part of the mincha that they bring on the altar, should stay on the altar without burning. That part will show is the part of Korach. Al tefen el minchatam. He says, don't do it. So why don't you do it? What does it mean? All Am Yisrael are partners. So in the Korban Tamid, sacrifice in the morning, and together with the sacrifice of Tamid, they bring some flour mixed with oil, little wine. It's called Korban Tzibur, a congregation sacrifice. Moshe asked HaKadosh, Hashem, can I ask you a favor? Don't, the fire should not burn everything. It should stay. Everybody you see the altar, you see there's a piece of like bread, like matzah over there, doesn't get burned. Doesn't get burned. To tell you that they have no part in Am Yisrael. This is so-called was the first sign before Korach is going to be burned and then being swallowed, that part of the mincha should not have got burned. And Moshe explained why. I didn't even take one donkey from them. What donkey? What donkey? What donkey? Says the Gemara, Moshe meant like this. Hashem told me to go to Egypt. I took the donkey. I put my wife, my two kids on the donkey. I went to Egypt. Even donkey to go from my father's house, Yitro, to Egypt, I didn't ask them to give me back the money. Means when I've gotten to Egypt, say, listen, gas and toll, Washington Bridge, Lincoln Tunnel, Arizona Bridge, to come. I came out of Egypt. I had to put gas in the donkey. I didn't ask you for the gas. That is what it means. And the whole time that Moshe was in Egypt and left his wife and stayed there for 1 year and does it everything for them, Moshe doesn't mention nothing. He says he was about the donkey. I didn't ask him to pay for the donkey. That's all. What are the other things you do? Give them money every day. Everything you do. What does it mean? Hashem don't accept it because of the donkey. There's a secret about the donkey, a very top secret about the donkey. Donkey really, the Gemara says, the Mishnah says, if you take the bones of the donkey, they weigh the same weight as a person's donkey. The only animal. It's called Mishkal Siguli. I don't know how to say it in English. I know in Farsi. So if Sigula says Zade, I don't know how to say it in English. If you want to know the weight of something, architect is here. You want to know the weight of something. So what is it? What's so-called the root of that weight? Everything has a certain amount of that material. It's called the root of that material. In Hebrew, it's called Mishkal Siguli. I don't know what it means. It means if you take the same amount of bones of a person, the same amount of bones of a donkey, it's the same weight. You can take bones from any other creature and put it on the scale. Another side will be the same weight of a person's bones. It's not the same. The only animal is the same is a donkey. God tells us a lot of times about donkeys. One of the places the brothers came back from Egypt to Israel, and then they found the money inside the bag, and then they go back to Egypt to give the money back. So when they come over there, they feel they're going to be taken to be slaves. The brothers emphasize, we think they're going to take us and our donkeys. And then after they left, in the morning, the Torah tells us that Menashe came and searched, looked for the fake cup inside the bag. The Torah says that each one picked up his bag and put it on the donkey. The Zohar says that a donkey really is a klipa. A klipa is a shell. It's a bad energy, bad entities that go inside the donkey. Says we have two klipot of Esav and Ishmael. One of them is a bull, one of them is a donkey. Ishmael is a donkey. Even though Rashi doesn't say that, when Avraham Avinu went to Akedat Yitzchak, he asked Yitzchak, "Do you see anything?" Yitzchak said, "Yeah, I see the cloud." He asked Eliezer and Ishmael, "Do you see?" He said, "I don't see nothing. We don't see." I'm saying in the text, "Sit with the donkey here." You know, donkey. Master says, Avraham told them, "Listen, you like donkeys. Donkeys don't see, and you don't. Compare them to donkeys." Even though Rashi says he really did not mean Ishmael. He meant Eliezer, even though Eliezer brought the Rivka. That's a little question. But Torah tells us, donkey, Ishmael, you're a donkey. Like he says, Zohar, Ishmael is a donkey. To overcome the donkey, Zohar says, like he says, Yaakov Avinu blesses the tribes before he died. He said, Issachar Hamor Gareb. Issachar, you're a donkey. Why not a monkey? Why donkey? Because the donkey of Issachar is overcome the bad donkey. To overcome the bad donkey, you have to learn how to Torah. Issachar, the Gemara says, was the man that studied all the time. And so Yaakov Avinu blesses him, tells him, "You're a donkey." Donkey. Why you say I'm a donkey? Because you can overcome the donkey. The donkey that Avraham Avinu said to Ishmael, I said, this is a shell, it's a clipper. So actually what it means, when the Torah tells us a donkey, it's not to be proud of. It's the opposite. What it means is like this. He says, really, when a person wants to achieve something, to overcome something, he has to do something. Tefillah, yeah, also tefillah. But you got to do something. An act. Give money, tzedakah, other things. And that's what Moshe Rabbeinu hints. I mean, tells them Israel, hints them, he tells them, listen, when I came down to Egypt, I didn't ask you to give me back back, give me please back for the money, please, that I took the donkey and I came down to Egypt. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? You didn't take money from me. How much is it? How much is it, the donkey? What about all the things that you did for me? What about the thing I did for you? Moshe doesn't even mention. He mentions the donkey only. What is a donkey? What do you want from a donkey? By the way, the Haftarah will say the same thing. Shmuel and Avi, that's the Haftarah we're going to read. Say to Israel, did I take a donkey from anybody? That's the problem, donkey? It means is that Moshe and Shmuel on the same path. They tell him, you have to understand something. In order for you to get rid of a donkey, you have to pay for the donkey. When I came down to Egypt, you have said, Moshe, you have to buy on the way straw for the donkey. Donkey now is tired, maybe it's going to die earlier, it's supposed to die. So in order for you, so-called, to get rid of that shell, the donkey, that this is Ishmael, but you should have offered me money. Offer me money. By offering money, that's how you get rid of something. That's what Ari says. He says for every mitzvah also, the Ari says, every mitzvah, Zohar says, you do a mitzvah, spend something. Spend. Ari writes that Ari went to get that Rogalulav or another mitzvah. Never argue about the money. Never. Because when you pay for it, it's energy. It's either you take out the bad energy or you get the good energy from that thing, from the item that you purchase. And that's what Moshe tells them, listen, I'm going to explain to you something. I didn't take from you. What do you mean you didn't take from me? Because I did the job for you. I didn't even want to tell you, give me some in order for you to be exempt, to get rid of the bad entity. I took care of you, either for some small like this. This is really your job. Your job is to get rid of this klipa of Ishmael. I took care of you. Even that thing that this is your job, I did your job. That's what Moshe asked Hashem, listen, show it to them, show it to them. Show it to them. Likewise, they didn't pay anything. They think that they bring to Beit HaMikdash, Hashem doesn't need it from them. Doesn't need it. But he didn't try to get rid of this bad entity. He didn't try to get out of this donkey. That's actually the Ari says in Shmoneh Esrei, and we pray the bracha, Amalshinim, Higayovedu. This person has to have in mind two things: donkey and a bull. Donkey and a bull. Don't get rid of the donkey and the bull. This is Ishmael and Esav. Esav is the one who has not pure bull. Ishmael is the one who has a donkey. The person is to emphasize it to Hashem. The Gaon Vilna said in Shamayim, in the parliament, there are 35 angels in Shamayim from Ishmael, 35 Esav, 35 a donkey, 35 a bull. And so that's every time you read donkeys in the Torah, you should know it means shell. It's not something God said, okay, was a donkey. It says Israel took from Midian donkeys. It says it means the control Ishmael. That's what it means. Every animal is being controlled. That's what Chachamim say that Moshe Rabbeinu hints to us. You have to pray to get rid of the donkey. That's the secret. But the Gemara says, if Israel will have Zechut, Mashiach will ride on the donkey. But it's not, the Gemara says, this is not the goal. Don't look for the donkey. If you have Zechut, Mashiach will come on the cloud. The Gemara says, if you don't have Zechut, will come on a donkey. Why a donkey? Why not a horse? Because the donkey represents part of the person. The bones of the donkey weighs the same bones of the person. And it says, Mashiach has to be on top of it. That's the secret. He's going to ride on the donkey. However, he can't come with a Tesla. He can come with a Tesla, but he's going to come with a donkey. So what's the problem? Because he has to be on top of this shell of the donkey. It's on top of Ishmael. As well says, until Mashiach comes, Ishmael will be on top. Because he agreed to do Brit Milah at age 13. Gemara says, Mashiach, Ani, ve'ochev al chamor. Navi says it. Navi says, expect Mashiach on a donkey. Riding on a donkey. On a donkey. That's the secret. To overcome the klipa of donkey, Mashiach will come, Rabbi Menachem.